All right, everyone, this is the 7th annual Solar Award Ceremony. We are going to get started right now. And again, I am recording. I won't be checking the chat, but you're welcome to say yay and congrats and whatever you'd like, and I'll look at it at the end, but I don't want to block the camera here. Thanks for tuning in and for your help with getting our students into leaders and for you all who are students here. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Sarah. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. So tonight, well, this afternoon, we're going to have kind of a unique presentation. We're also on Zoom, so just be mindful of that in between speakers so that the folks who are on Zoom can hear us as best as they can. So good afternoon and welcome to Student Organization and Leadership Awards Reception Solar. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that where we stand, we have the privilege of meeting in the ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe Nation, the center of the Six Nations of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, who we honor for their many contributions, including the original philosophy and practice of environmental stewardship. We're all really excited to be here together and in person. This year marks the 7th solar ceremony, and each year we see so much growth. From the award nominees, the total number of award categories, overall campus participation, just everything in general. Every single year there's been so much growth. Tonight in particular, we're looking forward to highlighting the hard work that all of the stakeholders on campus have put in this last year. So our student organizations, our campus offices, athletes, employees, staff, faculty, really together we've done a great job. So while we all acknowledge the uniqueness of this last year, we can't help but turn the focus to the bright and resilient community that is ESF. So we just want to highlight that all tonight. And I thank you for being here. So I'm going to welcome Lexi Chibolis, President of USA, to come up and thank you all.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Sarah. I am so excited to be here with you all today in person. As I look out into the crowd, I see my dear friends, co-workers, classmates, and fellow students, the real bread and butter of ESF. I'm so proud of the year we've had given the unique circumstances each of us have faced. We truly pulled together as a community and supported each other this year while still managing to keep the campus alive. I'd love to see the way programming and involvement have adapted and thrived with the constant uncertainty and change. ESF would not be ESF without all the amazing clubs and activities we have, and that is thanks to students like you all. I would like to take a moment to appreciate everyone here tonight. Some of you have served in leadership roles where you were a TA, a tutor, an RA, an OL, as a club officer, or maybe even in USA. And the level of care, dedication, focus, and drive you all have has not gone unnoticed. You each have made the ESF community what it is today, and you each have improved the world that surrounds us. I am so honored to have been able to serve as president of USA this past year, and I'm even more excited to serve again next year. Being able to work with you all directly in USA or through other clubs or activities has truly been the most amazing experience. I am extremely grateful for this community and the opportunity to celebrate you all today. It is now my pleasure to introduce Molly Mohair, our student speaker.
Hello, everyone. It is refreshing to see familiar faces in the audience, as well as some new ones. Unless I'm not recognizing some people with the masks. And then, as Lexi said, my name is Molly Mohair, and I will be graduating from the Environmental Resources Engineering Department. During my time here at ESF, I embarked on a journey I never imagined I would. One that involved growing into who I am today as a student, a leader, and a friend. As we live our own unique lives, we may wander, we may explore, we may get lost. Through it all, we grow into who we are. Along the way, someone, or multiple someones, may join us on our trek and influence who we become. Think about your own journey for a moment. What decisions have you made that have brought you here today? who has had a significant impact that may have altered your initial course. For me, I wanted a strong background as I progressed through my undergraduate degree, and ecological restoration majors didn't really offer that. So here I am at ESF in environmental engineering. I mean, it wasn't that simple, but that's how I put it in a nutshell. Of course, there are so many things that go into where we are right now, physically, mentally, and emotionally. One big one, I have to mention it, COVID. It has shaped our lives for the past year, yet we are still in touch with our passion for the environment and the ESF community many of us are familiar with. It is a bit different, putting it lightly, but we've adapted and have overcome obstacles we have faced over the past year. Coming back to school or starting at ESF for the 2020-2021 academic year may have been a difficult decision with classes being online and the risk of the virus still at hand. Yet, here we are with only one full week of classes left for this spring semester. These past semesters have been a challenge, but that didn't keep us Guppies from holding Earth Week, hosting club events, volunteering, and advocating for the things that we care about most. We have persevered. It is a great feat that we've been able to have some classes in person, and more generally for our campus to stay open when so many others have shut down. Our ability to come together as a community is shown by this great accomplishment. As things begin to wind down, and in-person classes, club meetings, and social events like this one begin to return to full capacity, I hope that this sense of community does not diminish. Prior to the pandemic, Gateway would be teeming with people during common hour, the quad filled with people enjoying the sun when it actually made an appearance, and the campus was just filled with life. I hope this version of the ESF I fell in love with is restored. Those of you returning will be the ones to recreate the ESF that many of us knew and loved. You will be the ones to bring back life to this campus. As students, leaders, employees, athletes, and more, you will see this campus transform from how we know it right now, a rather quiet and empty scene for the most part, to one that is teeming with life. You will make it happen through your coursework, research, and dedication to student organizations and interest groups. Being involved on campus can look, sound, and feel very different for everyone. You may be a researcher, you may be a scholar, you may be a leader of an organization or a member who truly enjoys being a part of something bigger than themselves. No matter what you are involved in, be sure that you enjoy what you are doing and be slightly challenged by whatever it is. If I've learned anything over the course of the past 4 years, it is to pursue what brings you joy while also growing as an individual and a member of our community. Take advantage of the opportunities on this campus, whether it be taking a class outside of your major, pursuing leadership roles, getting involved with a research project, or participating in programs offered here. These are all things that I have done during my time here, and I've come a long way since my first day of orientation. I never would have imagined that I would be in front of an audience like this today, filled with the future of our college. I hope that you are able to look back at your ESF experience when you are in my position, or if you are right now, and know that you have grown from your experience here. Thank you all for contributing to our campus. No matter what form it may take, you have made an impact here. You may not be able to touch it, see it, or hear it, but you and those around you are able to feel it, and that's what matters most. Now I will invite Sarah back up to the podium. Thank you.
Great job, Molly. Let's give her another round. Love what you said. I really do think you have grown so much in the last 4 years. So just like you and all of your classmates who are graduating, you've done excellent things while you're here. So thank you. Now I'd like to invite Provost Newman to come up and share his remarks, and then we'll get started with the awards portion for this afternoon.
So Good afternoon. You should all realize again how important I think this is. I'm wearing a tie today. This is not a normal event for me. And this really is a wonderful thing that we do here. Laura has given me some remarks or bulleted ideas for remarks, but I want to pass on. When I was a student, I didn't do this stuff. I started out as a student. I was in my major, and that's all that I was doing. And it wasn't until my junior year that I actually engaged in a student organization, and that was Model United Nations. And it exposed me to a whole different set of folk that I didn't know before. And it really did change the experience that I had as being a student. I was in a University of California, Berkeley, huge institution, easy to get lost. And really organizations are what have this really profound impact on the student experience that people have. So I'm really honored to be in front of you all. I was never like this, but I'm happy for you and really happy for what you brought to the college. There are now 45 clubs at ESF. There's over 300 at Syracuse University. So that we really do provide a set of opportunities for students, and you've created for yourself for lots of activities and to really follow your passions. All the work that you've done on campus, trips, conferences, the technical skills that you've developed, community service, advocacy, all these things are important, and I do believe these are the things, some of the things that you will carry with you as you leave ESF. So we want to celebrate you and honor you, and again, thank you for all that you have brought to ESF, because you really do make this a great place. So thank you. So my first award. Yes.
You're so good. You're so talented, everyone.
I've done this before. The first award is for the Advisor of the Year. The first Solar Recognition Award is for Advisor of the Year. This award is given to an advisor who role models and exemplifies leadership and commitment to their organization's members' success and the organization as a whole. This year's recipient is described as someone who goes above and beyond for their organization. The nominator states that this advisor is very eager to be involved, cares a lot about sustainability, education, provides very constructive feedback, and is always willing to help out way beyond her work and job description. The recipient of the Solar 2021 Advisor of the Year is Sue Fassler of Green Campus Initiative and Sustainability. I do want to announce that all the recipients, you don't get to leave once you've received your award. You have to stay for pictures at the end of the presentations. The next award, oops, so there's two for each. I'm learning. Okay. The next award is for Community Service Excellence for a student leader. This award is given to a leader who is actively involved in the community as well as on campus. This student has been a dedicated member of ESF Friends of Oakwood even before it was founded, showing up to every single volunteering event, and has been an active member of Alpha Psi Sigma. Additionally, the nominator states that this student continues to show up prior to the others and stays later than all others, but does not want a formal leadership role. This student is truly selfless and represents the goals of this award. The student for this year's Community Service Excellence Award is Ryan Powers. You're braving it all. For the solar awards, that's good, I like it. Okay. The next award is the Distinguished Graduating Officer Award. This award is given to a graduating student officer and leader who has shown a commitment through their engagement and leadership to bettering the campus community. The student has led, AXS is Alpha Sigma Psi for the last 3 years and through COVID, all while maintaining engagement, leading trainings, being an integral part of Beth's bounty, and always being a light in the days of all Alpha Sigma Psi members. Alpha Sigma Psi contributes many service hours to the campus and Syracuse community. This student keeps all officers on task, keeps meetings fun and organized, and helps to keep Alpha Sigma Psi running smoothly. The nominator states, I am involved in several clubs on campus and never have I seen a president hold a position so long and sustain such a passion for the mission of their club, and they put their heart and soul into it. This year's recipient for the Distinguished Graduating Officer is Lauren Clares. Lauren is not here. Next, we have the President of the Year Award. This award is given to an organization president who has shown exemplary dedication and leadership to their organization and on campus. This student is described as having made a transformational impact on their club this year. We will be giving out 2 students in this category. To start, our first recipient has been a devoted leader of the student chapter of the New York Water Environment Association for 3 years, most recently as president. Led the chapter through the COVID experience by adopting and delivering professional quality events that brought tremendous visibility to ESF and created opportunities for ESF students to engage with students and professionals beyond the historical reach of Central New York. The student led the chapter in panel discussions focused on careers for women in science and engineering, attended by students and professionals from other places. The student is highly organized, collegial, professional, and caring in interactions with others. Due to their leadership, the chapter received #1 recognition 2 years in a row from the NIWEA Professional Association for its service activities, campus engagement, and broad-based events in the water environment. I am pleased to honor this year's President of the Year Award to Brianna Fitzgerald. Our second recipient has been involved in many clubs at ESF and SU, working many jobs and is a double major at ESF. Many of the nominators state just how hardworking the student is and still finds time to be a selfless leader with a kind heart. This student is constantly raising awareness of student issues through attending several meetings a week, leading a team of strong, motivated, and passionate students, and asking the tough questions. This student has helped with roundtable discussions, writing and delivering resolutions, advocating for a brave space on campus, and improving student communication on campus. The nominator states they are a welcoming face on campus and a strong female leader. I am pleased to honor this year's President of the Year Award to Lexi Japoulas. The next award is the Rising Student Leader Award. These awards are given to an emerging leader who has shown enthusiasm, dedication, and commitment on campus. The The Rising Student Leader Award has 4 recipients this year. These individuals' commitment, engagement, and enthusiasm on campus are surely becoming a force to be reckoned with. I look forward to celebrating these individuals with you today. These leaders' involvement in multiple departments and capacities have contributed greatly to the ESF community and campus this year. I will read all the recipients by class, and then please come up afterwards. For the sophomore class, the first individual we will recognize is from the sophomore year. The individual is involved in Alpha Psi Sigma as a volunteer coordinator. The student is enthusiastic and dedicated to the role, generates creative ideas on getting members involved during a pandemic, and always leads by example. The student has helped with adopted block cleanups, Best Bounty, helped with digitizing of test files, and creating a relationship with Carpenter's Brook Fish Hatchery to get volunteers at that organization. The nominator states, their actions with coordinating, facilitating events have helped the ESF community and the broader Syracuse community. This year's recipient of the Rising Sophomore Leader Award is Olivia Heilbronner. From my lesson, for the junior class, the next 2 rising leaders we will honor are from the junior class. This student is a good organizer, passionate about their club participations, is eager to learn new things, and is happy to share them with fellow students for the good of the ESF community. The student has taken presentations on wildlife rehab, trips to ID species, and kept the club they lead strongly afloat. The student also took on a new role within USA to help improve communications and visibility by storm. They have creative ideas and do their homework to learn the best options for all. It is amazing how much this student does and how much passion and energy they put into the organizations in which they are a part of. The second student we are recognizing for this award has made a significant impact on campus, and in particular last week. This student has been extremely organized, positive, creative, and excellent at communicating with all involved. In particular, this student took on the daunting task of planning Earth Week during the pandemic while keeping sustainability at mind and navigating a lower turnout with community meetings. In particular, this student was able to create some new opportunities, such as a trip to the new Salt City Market, which brought together almost 300 students, both undergraduates and grad, kept several days of tie-dye on the quad, and brought some amazing speakers to our students as well. This year's recipients for the Rising Junior Leader Award are Celine, I'm sorry, I could not pronounce that name. Brad and Alexa Lavasier. Well, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. And I apologize if I murdered you. Okay. The last recipient of the Rising Student Leader Award goes to a senior. This student has been instrumental in managing the budget for the NIWEA Club. They have been extremely helpful in adjusting and assembling the budget for annual reports and always stay on top of expenditures. They have put together the annual NIWEA newsletter and the grant process in which they won for the 2nd year in a row. The student also serves as an active executive board member of Alpha Psi Sigma as their treasurer. Additionally, this student is very friendly, welcoming, and has a bubbly personality, which has helped instill confidence for the newer members and created a family-like atmosphere to the club. This year's recipient for the Rising Senior Leader Award is Zachary Patterson. Zachary and Olivia. Okay. Next, we have the Rookie Officer of the Year Award. This award is given to a new and emerging leader within an organization who has shown great leadership within their organization and on campus. The recipient of this award has dedicated lots of their time and energy this year into reinvigorating USA and keeping the ball rolling with new initiatives and resolutions put forth this year. This person fell into a role which had a lot of responsibilities and moving parts and did so with grace and gusto. Their nominator said of them that their passion is inspiring and that this person always goes above and beyond the work they do. The Rookie Officer of the Year Award recipient is Lauren Sakari. Our next award is the Student Employee of the Year Award. These awards are given to student employees whose leadership and dedication has enriched the office or department they work in, as well as the campus community. The first recipient has many roles at ESF. They are always so nice to work with and make sure they are there to help do whatever needs to be done, even if it's not the most exciting part of the job. They also manage and are involved in many clubs and organizations on campus, in addition to the job in school. Their nominator states that they look forward to working with them for each of their shifts. The first student Employee of the Year Award recipient is Ilsa Donor. The second Student Employee of the Year recipient has been a student employee of both the Offices of Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity for 2 years, and now the Writing Resource Center. And both offices have highly benefited from her work and presence there. In OIDE, this student hosted Diversity 365, facilitating powerful dialogues each week, creating posters, social media, and leading several clubs. In their work at the WRC, this student has created workshop videos for students and tutor on ways to support students with writing on campus. The nominator states their distinctive skill set and commitment to excellence and inclusivity on campus has elevated the work of the WRC as we work to create more inclusive, supportive services for ESF's diverse student body. The second Student Employee of the Year recipient is Emily Lee.
Great job. Yeah.
The last recipient has been a student employee of both student involvement and leadership, as well as athletics. This student is always on time, highly professional, organized, and communicates extremely well. They will even continue work on requests outside of hours and continue to keep us updated on her project-based work. They are very caring and professional, especially given the uniqueness of the past year. In addition, they helped with our Club Spotlight project by following up with the template, clubs to feature, and did it independently. They can also be put in uncomfortable situations and just know what needs to be done without little to no training, which is beyond appreciated. At the end of shifts, they will automatically let us know what is pending and even send a follow-up email to check in. It has been so rewarding to have them in our office and with our other amazing, dedicated, and caring student employees. The third Student Employee of the Year recipient is Rachel Foote. Next, we have the Program of the Year. The Solar for Program of the Year is going to a group who worked hard to host an event that is typically held in person. The group planned this virtual program with great success. The event had over 40 guests and allowed for people to attend who are normally location bound because of its virtual nature. Normally, they can only ask women engineers and other STEM water-related workers in the central New York area to come and speak in person at the panel. However, this year, they were able to invite 5 women from across the country to join the discussion about the challenges of being a woman in a male-dominated workplace. The Program of the Year is NIWEA, the Women in Science and Engineering panel. Next, the Student Organization on the Rise. This award is presented to a fairly new organization that is doing wonderful work on campus and continuing to build their repertoire and membership. This organization being recognized with this award is an organization that is wrapping up their inaugural year here at ESF. This organization provides a necessary space for Black students here on campus to find community and support, and has also taken on the role of educating non-Black students here at ESF about the experience of Black students, as well as the history and culture of Black community. They are helping to continue pushing forward conversations on social and environmental justice and keeping an inclusive and intersectional lens in all these conversations to talk about how our social identities impact our experiences and our work. This organization is also leading a fundraising effort for On Point for College, a local organization that serves as a holistic college access program for historically marginalized student populations. Though they are a new addition here at the ESF community, the work they are doing is necessary and integral to being able to serve a diverse student body. The recipient of the Student Organization on the Rise Award is the Black Student Union. Vice President Angelica Gonzalez, Secretary Hannah Doctor, Treasurer Danielle Fawcett, and Advisor Dr. Lizette Rivera. The Student Organization for Community Service. This award is given to the student organization that has shown a commitment to bettering the world around them in service to the community. Many of our student organizations have risen up to the challenge this year in spite of the pandemic to contribute in a positive way to the ESF and Syracuse community. Through fall and spring, this club has been involved in the upkeep of one of ESF students' favorite green spaces. almost any Saturday morning, you could find this group of students hanging out somewhere in Oakwood Cemetery, trimming branches, raking leaves, helping prep for upcoming restoration projects, and helping put some love back into Oakwood. Being out in nature and giving back to the Syracuse community, that's what ESF organizations are all about. The recipient this year is the Friends of Oakwood Cemetery. The offices this year, Tim Webb Horvath is the president, Kanika Jakmola is the vice president, Nicholas Timosenko is the secretary, the public relations coordinator is Virginia Weiser, the HOCPA representative is Matthew Phillips, the graduate student advisor is Carolyn Copenhaver, and the advisor is John Auerwater. Next, we have the Student Organization of the Year. This award is given to a student organization that has shown exemplary dedication and commitment through their engagement, leadership, and involvement on campus. This organization had a big year in staking their claim here at ESF. They have organized and successfully conducted a handful of field trips related to their work, and their e-board has been a source of help and guidance for their freshman members this year in navigating ESF and getting involved here. This club has helped many students find their passion for field research and provided a space where they can all work together and share their collective interests. They have even started plans to create a collaborative, research-based conference to be held next school year. This year's award recipient for a student organization of the year is the Herpetology Club. President and Secretary is Celine Brad. The Vice President and Treasurer is Avi Schleck. Trip coordinators are Jessica Castellan and Dean Stavridis, and the advisor is Dr. James Gibbs. The Undergrad Award for Teaching Excellence. This award is given to a student who exhibits excellence in teaching as an undergraduate teaching assistant. This year's recipient has gone above and beyond their role as a TA to step up to the plate of this non-traditional school year and to serve the ESF community. This person helped to digitize lab materials for remote students, led a lab section independently to help abide to COVID guidelines, and committed a lot of their free time to making sure they were well-versed in the material and prepared for anything. Outside of their TA position, this student has served as a tutor, assisted with research in the Schumer, Ringer, Chestnut, and Ruth Yanai labs, has volunteered with Alpha Sigma Psi Honor Society, Ducks Unlimited, and Forces, and works at a wildlife rehabilitation center. This person is a true force of the ESF spirit, and we are delighted to be able to recognize all of their work both inside and outside of the classroom. This year's recipient of the Undergraduate Award for Teaching Excellence is Sarah Kosensa. We did not have time to get it. We also wanted to add a few new awards this year, as we all know how exceptionally challenging it was. Our clubs and leaders on campus put in a lot of work, creativity, and passion to continue to have an outstanding student experience while keeping everyone safe. We therefore have created the following two awards to recognize people who are making a real difference on our campus. First, we have the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Advocate Award. This award is given to a student who has shown dedication and commitment to furthering the efforts of equity and inclusion on campus and supporting marginalized students here at ESF. Our recipient this year is a student that has worked tirelessly to provide a better campus and learning environment for the marginalized students who call ESF home. They were the leading voice to establish the creation of the Black Student Union and also serves as their president. Additionally, this individual works in the Office of Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity as a student coordinator, serves as the president of Diversity 365, and is an active member of the Sexuality and Gender Alliance, SAGA. They have created a wide array of events, recognizing Latinx Heritage Month, LGBTQ History Month, Indigenous Native American Heritage Month, Black History Month, and much more, all within the confines of a COVID-impacted world. This student has shown that they are committed to helping all students receive an equitable and enjoyable college experience and feel seen and heard on ESF's campus by creating celebratory, inclusive, and supporting campus spaces. We are honored to be able to award this year's inaugural Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Advocacy Award to Casey Correa. New this year again, special service for COVID considerations and COVID response. We have had many students, faculty, and staff help keep our campus safe, supported, and went above and beyond. We especially want to acknowledge Dr. Brian Ledette, John Waisel, Dean Lombard, Syracuse University, and the many who helped with contact tracing, alternative arrangements for housing, food, and the classroom. We would like to also award these two individuals for their outstanding dedication to our campus community. The first award is for a student volunteer who worked alongside Dr. Ledette to help stop the spread of COVID-19. This student was involved in entrance testing students as they were moving into Centennial Hall and was involved throughout the semester in routine surveillance testing of faculty and staff. This student also assisted ESF in integrating testing efforts with SU and participated in exit testing to help out our friends at SU, sacrificing family time to do so. This student has played an important role in keeping our campus and community safe, and we cannot thank him enough for his work. The first special service award goes to Matthew Phillips. I would now like to reintroduce Lexi Jakula to give out the next award.
All right. The second special service award goes to someone who has played an integral role in keeping our ESF community fed this year. This person has kept Trailhead open every day ESF has been open during the pandemic and has managed to still meet and accommodate the wants and needs of students. They have made sure to have options for everyone, vegan and vegetarian included, It made commitments to be more sustainable and eco-friendly by switching to compostable containers and flatware and packing food up for easy transport for the food recovery network. Their nominator said that they have gone out of their way this year to make sure all of their employees feel safe and comfortable working through COVID, and during wellness days, ran the kitchen by himself to give students the day off. Even on off or bad days, this person runs Trailhead with kindness and enthusiasm. Their nominator said that while this person often expresses appreciation for their student employees, they think this person deserves the same recognition back for all of their hard work and dedication to the ESF community. We are honored and pleased to give the second Special Service Award to James Ebola.
Thank you all.
I would now like to call up Sue Sanford to award the Dean Gray Ambassador.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm a stand-in for the usual presenter of this award. I'm Sue Sanford. I'm the Director of Undergraduate Admissions. And my colleague, Rocky Fiola, who manages and supports our undergraduate admissions student ambassador program, is under the weather today. So unfortunately, I'm standing in for him. I would like to congratulate the recipients of the Dean Gray Award for this year. Rose Aga, Kanika Jakmova, and Kimberly Sopstick. And I see Rose. Is any part of the others here? There you are. Words from Rocky, and then I will present you with your awards. 2, Kim, Rose, and Kanika. It is absolutely breaking my heart that I can't be there right now to celebrate all you've accomplished. Personally, I'll never be able to thank you all enough for everything you've done. In my 20-year career at ESF, I've always had student ambassadors who have gone above and beyond the typical call of duty, but none who have had to endure what you all have gone through. No class of ambassadors ever before has had to take the risk that you all have just to even be a student ambassador. Your love for ESF and for what we do here has always been readily apparent, but the way you have all helped this campus brave a pandemic will never be forgotten, not by me anyway, nor me. But before any of that, I had already seen the 3 of you each face obstacles along the way and overcome them with extreme professionalism, compassion, and strength. I watched you all face undue criticism at times, and rather than letting it bring you down, use it to better yourselves and become even stronger. You've become great role models, not only for the other student ambassadors, but to me as well. I can see each of you in my head now, looking at me and saying, but I really could have done more. And they truly do say that. And that's how I know you all deserve this award. Believe me when I say you've done more than enough during your time here. And I'm so grateful to have had all of you as student ambassadors, but I feel even luckier to call you my friends. Thank you for everything. If I can ever return the favor, all you have to do is ask. Congratulations to you all. You deserve these awards and a million more. Love, Rocky.
Right now.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Above and beyond the duty as we've opened up campus visitors this spring, and they've been taking campus tours, the thing they love to do best and haven't been able to do since a year ago, and they've done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and a special thank you to Dr. Newman for presenting so many awards and doing very well with names as well. Thank you very much, and for humor too. athlete who has dedicated time, leadership, and sportsmanship to their team. This year's student athlete is a leader on and off the field. She serves on the executive board of the Food Recovery Network and is a volunteer coordinator for it. The Food Recover, or FRN, hit a milestone this year, saving over 100,000 pounds of recovered food. This was a great undertaking, coordinating food from 4 dining halls Monday through Saturday. On the field, she has received accolades from both the Hudson Valley Intercollegiate Athletics Conference and the United States Collegiate Athletics Association. She is one of this year's women's soccer captains. This year's Student Athlete of the Year is Teresa Ferrigno. All right, next up is the Jeff Dupuy Award, and it's going to be announced by Ali Andrews. We have just a few more as well, and then we'll take that picture.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. My name is Oliver Andrews and today I'll be presenting the Jeff Dupuy Award. So for those of you who don't know, the Jeff Dupuy Award is given in honor of a former student, Jeff Dupuy, who tragically lost his life while hiking Mount Rainier in Washington State. So this year, the recipient of the award is an active member in the Bob Marshall Club, just as Jeff Dupuy was, or some would say he's more than just an active member. He's an orientation leader for I think 3 years, as well as just, I think everyone, when I say his name, everyone will be like, oh, I have a great memory with him. He's loved all around. And without further ado, I'd like to present the Jeff Dupuy Award to Marty King.
Our next award is going to be presented by Connect, coming up for our ladies of the year.
Hello, everybody. If you don't know me, I am Kim Matz. I'm the community manager for Centennial Hall. This year, I have had the pleasure of working with a group of 9 students, our RA staff. They came into this year not just as students, but also as mentors and folks that had the responsibility of keeping everybody else safe. And they took this seriously and they didn't waver. And they have shown just their true character over the course of this year. So it was really unfair to me to, pick out one. So then at the beginning of the spring semester, I asked them, what is the Centennial Hall experience that we want our students to have? And they didn't just answer me, they showed me. And your actions speak louder than your words. And I appreciate everything that you all have done for each and every one of your students, whether we've seen them or not, because some of them we just don't see because they're in their rooms and they're doing their work or whatever they're doing. But know that you have made an impact in each and every one of their lives. And so today, I would like to thank Angie Gonzalez, Mackenzie Hagenbuck, Kim Subject, Walker Blasi, Kitty Shersey, Edith Taylor, Maya Wells, Tom Matusak, and Julian Thornton.
We'll get a group picture at the end, okay?
All right, this is actually our final award. So I apologize, Amelia Hoffman could not be here unexpectedly, so I'm going to read from my cell phone, so I apologize in advance. So, tutoring plays a unique role in supporting your peers and students in the ESF community and are often a keystone resource for student success. The 2020-2021 Tutor of the Year selection aims to recognize the outstanding tutors at ESF, and are selected based on a 2D evaluation and nomination. Before Amelia, on my notes, our recipients, Amelia wants to recognize the service and dedication of all tutoring staff who have given all of their time and energy to help support students through this challenging year. Thank you for your patience and commitment to helping your peers. Thank you to all of the nominees for your commitment and dedication to the students you work with, and thank you for the nominators for taking the time to recognize the outstanding tutors on our campus. We look forward to welcoming the staff and students into a beautiful new space come the fall, and are looking forward to the future of the Academic Success Center at ESF. Without further ado, we have two recipients for this honor. The first recipient is Hannah Doctor, a junior in Forest Health, who is described as someone who is always willing to help students navigate ESF and find success. Hannah's words of wisdom are, I advise new students to use every possible resource available to you, whether it's a workshop or professors themselves. They're genuinely there to help you succeed. Evaluators said that Hannah helped them raise their grades at least one full grade or more each course. She was described as helpful, always willing to work with students no matter where they were, and their understanding of the materials, smart, respectful, creative, understanding, kind, and an overall fantastic tutor. Thank you, Hannah, for your dedication to the ESF tutoring program. Congratulations, and we thank you. The second is Mark Dunkel, a junior in ERE. He has been a member of the tutoring staff for over 2 years, and he enjoys helping people with tough problems. He loves helping them find solutions as well. He's a rugby player at SU and sings in an a cappella group at ESF. He also enjoys discovering new music. Mark's words of wisdom for this year were, with every being uncertain, try to stay organized and control the little things you can. He is described by his nominators as extremely knowledgeable with engineering and physics concepts, friendly, goes above and beyond to provide support and a new way to understand and learn concepts, is always understanding on how to answer my questions. Thank you, Mark, for your dedication to the ESF tutoring program, and congratulations. All right, I know that Jess Divins, this is just the last little bit, but Jess could not join us, but Jess Divins has done such a great job within USA. We wanted to just recognize and thank her. Again, she could not join us, but with her role between being CFO of USA and Vice President, between Jess and Abby Snow, we've really helped keep our student organizations as forward-facing and informed of what's been going on. But we really do want to thank you for your continued patience as we navigate this pandemic. So just in closing, thank you to all of our guests, including Provost Newman, and your long use of all the awards, and hopefully you drink enough water. Dean Lombard for being here, Sue Sanford, Kim Max, Dr. Rivera, Sarah Hope, James, all of the faculty and staff, Sue Fassler and Deb Bailey. Thank you for coming. More stuff, well, I'm forgetting everyone, but thank you so much for all that you are doing here. And thank you to our Zoom community as well for tuning in. And again, we will push out this video soon. I want to give a special thanks again to USA for your leadership. As you know, we've grown into 45 clubs, which is a lot, and it's wonderful to see the creativity, especially in our special interest groups too. We also want to personally thank Sarah Wood for being our graduate intern this semester. She helped make this happen. Thank you, of course, to Sarah Howe for all of her leadership, especially with our students. Leadership takes many forms, and it is not just a title, but how you showcase this in your everyday work. Think about all the ways that you've had to adopt over the past year between virtual environments, learning a new skill or two, leaning into more need for self-care and care of others' mental health. Just think about all that you've done. Reflect on how much you've had to lean into the uncomfortable and find ways to thrive, not just survive.
Leaders on campus help shape the direction of the college, our environment, and teach you really important critical life skills such as organization, communication, teamwork, creativity, and problem solving. Take these skills that you've learned and apply them into your future, next year at ESF, in your work or career, graduate school, or whatever that next chapter holds for you. This pandemic is unprecedented for all of us, but we have experienced other hardships. So take this time and give us this opportunity to practice resilience and to show our future leaders what it means to be a mighty oak. Thank you again for coming and tuning in, being adaptable, creative, and supporting the great work that you do for our students and our campus community. This now concludes Solar. If you again have received an award, we would love to take a group photo so we can replace our old one from 2019. And again, the final video will be pushed out next week. Thank you to all of you, and thank your members as well for their engagement.
Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in.